So I made today a walk to Kroger and meal prep day because I don't know if I get paid Friday or Saturday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday because Monday's a holiday. And I know it's how they figured it out, but either way, it doesn't matter much. Not this month. So I went down to Kroger and I decided to do my first of the month shopping a little early. And got the stuff for, I was thinking about making hamburger soup, so I was over there looking at the hamburger. And there were 5-pound chubs for $10.72. And I got it home and it was good. Yeah. Because sometimes you wonder about those, but it was just fine. I had a thermal tote to put it in. And I got two packs of weenies because they were 2 for $5, and a couple of a can of pork and beans and a can of baked beans and a big onion that I split between the hamburger soup and the. Anyway, I get home and I'm cooking, and there's a knock on the back door. They've been installing fans underneath the buildings in order to resolve the humidity. When they were back there, I told them, you do know that there's a humidity issue in the attic as well, because these overhangs are just screens. The entire attic is open to the outside. Anyway, but I asked, because I had just started the simmering stage of the soup, and yeah. And so I asked him, is this going to affect the kitchen? It did not, but they weren't sure. So they asked how long it was going to be, and I said, well, about a half an hour, I guess. And they said, well, that gives us time. We can do the others and come back. So they did the others and came back and turned off all the things, and it didn't. We have a capital assets manager, and she's supposed to know these things. She's not even on the premises today. And that's, my gripe has been with her, and everybody else here that, doesn't hold anybody accountable but the tenants. Because when you have somebody, a full-time employee, paid to do these kinds of things, then they can say, this is how our buildings are, this is how the breakers are, if you got to turn this off down here, and they could figure out a way to go find out too. So how is this going to affect the tenants? Is there going to be noise? Are they going to be turning off any of their electricity? How often are they going to be there? Are they going to have to change their traffic patterns? These are things that I think a capital asset manager should be responsible for. And I honestly think that she got this job at a fraternity drinking game from Mark Cuban. I don't think she got this job from being qualified for it. I know that sounds pretty harsh, but I'm pretty sure that this was a prize in a beer pong game. And that being the case, I just don't have extra respect for the woman who, I honestly believe had changed her name to avoid a lawsuit about sharing the keys, and I was not the only victim. I'm not the one suing. She gets pretty mad when I say Candy Mullis. But if I wasn't scatterbrained, I'd be like, I could do this job, but I can't really. And because I've got a lot of monkeys on my back called, like Bobby and Dave, and always up there going, "This is a prostitute. This woman is a prostitute. Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, I don't remember that. When I remember I met you, though, I was still a minor, and we decided she's a prostitute. Okay, and you decided I'm just going to sit here and stare at you while you're working. I don't like being called a liar. Then pay attention to what comes out of your mouth, because some of these things that you're saying, it's going to elicit that kind of a response from people. I don't know. Anyway, so these people beat me day and night with their poison gas, and it just doesn't matter anymore. I mean, sometimes you just choose to take hardship. You got to live your life regardless. At the end of the day, the things that you're marked for and the things that you're not marked for, if you're always marked for, I couldn't because they wouldn't let me, I did it. I want to be marked for, I did it anyway.